it's the day after and we're just on the way down to the MOT. Just thought I'd do a bit more of a different camera angle and a bit of driving rather than just the usual stood in front of it trying to talk about it. It's the first time I've really driven it. It's not been anywhere because it's not been on the road, so it feels quite sure-footed for... It's a mix of Ford and Volvo over the time, and it was under Ford's ownership, and there's similarities with Focus and things, with platforms that all the cars were built on, but obviously there's a lot of differences in how the car was made for Volvo customers rather than the Ford ones. So yeah, although its underpinnings will be similar to the Focus, a lot of it is Volvo specific. Very quiet, fairly firm ride, which is not a bad thing. Icy cold aircon, which is nice. It's the first thing I tested when I bought it, and the camera's waggling around a lot more than I expected. It's not a particularly solid mount. And hear that 5-cylinder growl, because the actual 5-cylinder Volvo engine in the later ones, 2011 onwards, the earlier ones were 1.6 or 2 litre diesel, which were the Citroen HDI and the the Ford TDCI, 2 litre TDCI engine, whereas the 5-cylinder is a proper Volvo. It's a smaller capacity of the original D5 from the V70s and things, I believe. So it's not a particularly new engine, but the Euro emission standards, the upped and things and changed. It has got DPF on it, which is a little bit of an issue. I didn't even think about when I bought it. I tried to avoid those like the plague. Not sure his have actually got the swirl flaps in the intake. There's swirl to make it burn more efficiently, but they tend to cause problems with linkages and error codes and etc, etc. Well, made it to the MOT centre. He's just reversing it out behind me, so I'll be going in now. Next clip will be either smiley face or sad face, we'll see. Passed. MOT passed, no advisories. Pleased with that. It's makes you feel like you've done a proper job of a car when you get that, because otherwise it's like, well, if I missed it and he's found it. But no advisories, all good. It drives really nice actually. Icy cold aircon, which is always a good thing, because older cars it tends to be an issue whether they don't work or not, whether they do work or not even. And managed to fix a few of them in the past, but sometimes they get prohibitively expensive. Whereas this one, the first thing I tested when I went to buy it was plug it in, so read the scanner and the codes, see what was wrong with it, and ran it till the aircon was icy cold, and it is icy cold. In fact, it's blowing too cold in my face. It's better. But on to the next one anyway. Get this home actually at some point. I should go out for a drive in it, and while the sun's out, enjoy the aircon. But most of my old cars, they don't have aircon, and keep fit windows, no mod cons. One of them had even a radio in it. Well, it has, it's not connected. I just put one in to fill the gap. But right, well, I'll draw this one to an end, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Like, subscribe, all the usual stuff and everything everybody says, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye bye.